It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Got to the air now. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Doesn't find its man. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Hey, lift! 20!
On 4th down, Goff. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
And he managed 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Love on 3rd and short. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Has him on a quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Check.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Goff on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, why do I think right now his fullback hits on the sideline after that call? The lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap here to go. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
180. Orange.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It's Baron Sorrell who hauled him down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Hard ball. DC.
Again, it's Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make this stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Lions looking at their first red zone opportunity. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
20. What's that?
Play action here with Goff. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Off play action, Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Goff now, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Love now off the play action. Big strike here to Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Concept, sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Love now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Let's go next.
Now Love on the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
It's caught at the 4. Gain of 26 yards there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The 6-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set. Ready.
They'll run. Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Oh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. The 6-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 11.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback.
20-yard line.
On the double.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set hut. Set hut.
Play action. Love. Throw left side. Complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Packers leading from Lambeau.
Ready up.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
20. Here we go. Here we go. 50. Green. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. And he sure gave his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Field flat. 6. Mega. Ready.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Kraft has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Bang.
Once more, it's Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now they really managed both second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Goff. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Forced out to his right. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a one-score game before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead down to 4. a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go. Blaster, stick.
Love with it on first down. Completes this one to Kraft. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Set, hut. Black 40. Ready.
Love from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready, set.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Ready, set.
Back to the air, Love. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out, that's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Maverick. Whoa. Hut. Thermos up. White 20. Hut.
Goff working from the pistol. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, and it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after the catch. That is a job well done.
This is ahead for about 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Yep, ready?
Kicks the handoff, now Love. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, cycle.
Love on 3rd and short. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jacob will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Love out of the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. Is about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
5. Here we go.
Goff to the air now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big...
Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Has it at the 11. Shoves one away. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Down. Set.
Love now off the play action. They're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And you can suck the wind out of that defense.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Set.
Love. Hits him on the in route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
To the air with Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Play fake. It's Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push this to an 8-point game. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and a tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push the lead to 2 scores now. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
3 for 1. We go tonight.
Gone. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the type.
Pressure from the Packers, and it's blocked. Ball's gathered up inside the 35. Up to the races, middle of the field. And the blocked punt leads to a touchdown. They got there, they blocked the kick, Brock, and then absolute chaos ensued.
Yeah, look at the mad scramble to go get that ball. And then as he took off with it towards the end zone. What a wild, frankly, what a fun play to watch. Well, at least for one team. The other side, that's a painful gaffe they'd rather soon forget.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 16-point lead. About set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them the first down.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds Isaac to Slaw, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We can quickly try to get set again. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds him over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Again, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now after the play, we've got somebody injured down there, and it's their quarterback, Jared Goff, who's in some pain and needing attention. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's the backup. First throw. This one to Williams out left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 or 4 point play.
And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game.
Lions 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Set, hut. Flat, 95. Hut, hut.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set, ready, set, cut.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Shoves him off. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. They get an even 40 out of that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Ready?
First down throw. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here.
Shot, 17. Needle blue. Set, cut.
Shotgun now for Love. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this third down.
White 60. Ready. Blue 32. White. Green Jack. Ready.
They'll throw. Third and long. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field and keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And his kick is blocked! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Escapes the pocket. Hits his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Underneath. It's Gibbs. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, it's gone. Big gain downfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
29 yards. 1st down, Lions.
White 20.
1st down throw from God. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2 for 1.
He'll throw it. That's complete to Slow. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here he is to throw. It's on target to Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet...
And he takes it in for the touchdown, down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the two-point conversion.
Two for one.
All or nothing, they'll run it. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Packers 35, Lions 33.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
A gain of 2.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
On second down, Jacobs. He has the Packer first down. And Brock, that should be enough to win this game. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this is a Packers win. And they draw first blood again.